guys? Thomas Mott here. Welcome into the Thomas Mott Show. Following an Eagles' dominant win. Stop me if you heard that before. Against the Pittsburgh Steelers just a couple of minutes ago. My goodness, the Eagles look very, very good. We're going to jump into A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts back in the MVP conversation. Don't know if he ever left, but a massive 4-touchdown game. Haven't had an Eagle throw 4 touchdowns as a quarterback since Nick Foles in 2018. That feels like ages and ages ago. But first, though, we jump into the reason why you probably are watching the show and listening to the show today on a Sunday evening, and that is a Jordan Davis injury update. We have one for you just a couple of seconds ago from Pro Football Talk regarding the big man's ankle, foot. We don't know exactly, but we know that it is a foot area injury. Here's your tweet from Pro Football Talk. Quote, Jordan Davis wearing a walking boot on crutches as he leaves locker room. And so Philadelphia, let's just knock on wood right now, has been a very, very healthy football team so far this season. One of the big reasons why they're undefeated, because all of their good players are still playing. Now, losing Jordan Davis, and we'll look at the Pro Football Talk article here right now, wouldn't be the biggest blow. It's not losing Jalen Hurts or A.J. Brown, but if you don't understand how important he is in stopping the opponent's running attack, you saw that again today when he was on the football field against Najee Harris and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So here's your article. Quote, Eagles nose tackle Jordan Davis was carted off the sideline. Remember, he walked to the sideline after being injured in the second quarter of Sunday's game. According to multiple reports, Davis's right foot was in a boot. He was on crutches as he left the locker room following the game. Davis was injured on a 7-yard pass from Kenny Pickett to Najee Harris with 3:03 remaining until halftime. Offensive lineman James Daniels blocked Davis to the ground on the play. 13th overall choice in 2022 draft, did not put much weight on his right leg as he was helped off the field, and the Eagles quickly ruled him out of Sunday's game with an ankle injury. He had 1 tackle before leaving the game. Now, thankfully, we do have a brand new update from Ian Rappaport on the current status of Jordan Davis. Of course, just explained to you the whole injury situation, but this came out 5 minutes ago, and it looks like he has avoided a major injury. Doesn't guarantee that he has. He has to go through an MRI yesterday, but here's from Rap Sheet. Quote, hashtag Eagles first-round D-tackle Jordan Davis is believed to have suffered a high ankle sprain based on the initial exam, source said. Those are generally 4 to 6 week injuries, but we'll have to have an MRI to determine his time frame. This is big, right? This could have been a broken ankle. This could have been a dislocated ankle. It could have been a Dak Prescott situation from a couple of years back. It could have been bad insert injury here, and Philadelphia would have been out their starting tackle for the rest of the season, but now it looks like it'll be 4 to 6 weeks, and the fact that Philadelphia has this little mini bye week, as we'll see in just a couple of minutes, where they play Thursday night against the Houston Texans, which should be a very, very winnable football game. Then you have 11 days off because you don't play on Sunday, you play on Monday night against the Washington Commanders. It's going to give Jordan Davis probably a lot closer to 4 weeks in terms of missing 4 games versus missing 6 games just based on the time frame. So really, really good news here. I'm going to make sure there's a full update on the Monday edition, tomorrow's edition of the Thomas Mott Show, just because MRIs can reveal some more things. There have been plenty of instances in the National Football League throughout history where it's a high ankle sprain and then tomorrow it's broken, or it's not a torn ACL and tomorrow it's a torn ACL. So we're going to hope and pray that he's okay. It looks like he is going to be okay, but a really important update here that I wanted to squeeze into the show today, because I just did the whole show, and I was getting ready to upload the show here on YouTube, and then I saw this Rap Sheet report, and so a little cut, little pause, put it back in here, and then update you guys. That way you guys have the most up-to-date information regarding Jordan Davis. What I know is what you guys know here, is that it looks like it's a high ankle sprain, which is really, again, good news for Philadelphia and good news for everybody all around. They're fine technically without him. Like, they're okay in terms of the depth chart. They have plenty of, Williams had a very good game today. Obviously, you can look at Fletcher Cox playing very, very well. They're fine on the depth chart defensively while he will be out for the next couple of weeks. But you get to playoff time, you get to cold weather time, you get to running the football weather. This guy has been great against the run, and they're going to need him for a deep playoff run, as we hope Philadelphia is going to be able to do. Okay, I do want to mention the game in general here, and there's not much to say other than the fact that Philadelphia is great. I think Philadelphia is the best team in the National Football League right now. And I know that Buffalo is going to play later on tonight. You might be watching this as Buffalo is playing on a Sunday evening, depending on when you're going to watch this show. Maybe it's Monday morning and Buffalo won or they lost. Who knows? But I think overall Philadelphia is just a little bit more complete. And Buffalo's stacked, guys. Buffalo's really, really good. But you cannot play a game better than what you saw the Eagles do today. 35-13. Hurts was perfect. He was literally perfect. 19 of 28, 285, and 4 touchdowns, no picks at a 140.6 rating. I guess guess not a perfect rating, but pretty darn close to being a perfect rating. They didn't have the big ground attack, won 200 yards rushing, yet they still, without Hurts really running the football, only 2 for 10. How about 20 carries for a $111 and a touchdown by Miles Sanders there later on in the football game to really put that one on ice. A.J. Brown might be the best receiver in the National Football League. And again, how biased can you be, Thomas? I know, but are you watching A.J. Brown play this year? The guy is an absolute monster. 6 for 156 and 3 touchdowns. I mean, I was excited whenever they got traded for A.J. Brown. I was. But did I think A.J. Brown would be one of the top receivers in the league this year? I wasn't sure because you didn't know what, Jalen Hurts was going to do in terms of ball placement. Fantastic today, by the way. Every single pass was right here. And you just didn't really know if he could be considered alongside the Devontae Adams of the world and the Tyreek Hills of the world and those elite receivers. He is now. I mean, officially, he is now. And the good news is, it's not like A.J. Brown was an elite receiver and then, came to Philadelphia and continue to be elite. He was considered a very, very, very good one. I wouldn't say elite. Now he's elite. This season makes it official that he is a top 5 wide receiver at least, and I think you do put him up there into the realms of Stephon Diggs and Devontae Adams because the guy is just absolutely balling out. I think Devontae Smith could be targeted a little bit more. You'd like to see Zach Pascal get that touchdown today. That was impressive. If there's always one knock, it's that you feel kind of bad for Smitty. It's like, just give him some catches there. You'd like to see him have a couple of nice games here, but you just can't really complain about what A.J. Brown is doing. He's insane. He is absolutely insane, and it's really, really fun to see. Again, defensively, this team was really, really good. They went and got after Kenny Pickett all game long. 6 sacks, 1 interception. They ran the ball well, but they ran the ball a lot late, and so you don't really give them a lot of credit for that in terms of what Pittsburgh was doing. Pittsburgh has elite. They have good receivers. I mean, they have Freiermuth and Claypool and Johnson. They have in Pickens. Pickens, no catches. I mean, he was getting absolutely blanketed by whether it was Slay or James Bradbury. This defense is playing great, and you heard Tony Romo really give a lot of praise to Jonathan Gannon earlier today on Sunday, and honestly, a lot of Eagle fans, including myself, have not done that. He's done a really good job the past couple of weeks, and that, to me, is just another reason why the Eagles are looking so darn good. Robert Quinn didn't do much. We'll just mention him. He was in there a little bit, probably played 30% of the snaps defensively from a defensive line rotation, maybe a little bit less. He's going to be a lot like how C.J. Gardner-Johnson was, a little bit slow that first game. You think back to the opening week, Gardner-Johnson wasn't, I would say, up to speed. Quinn will get up to speed. The question is, it will be Thursday or after the little mini bye. Who knows? Speaking of Gardner-Johnson, gosh, that guy is insane. He really got up to speed after week 2. 4 picks now this year. He's had a pick in each of the last 3 games. Okay, let's finish up here by just quickly looking at the schedule and how it's going to go for the next couple of weeks. Houston on Thursday night. Philadelphia should be double-digit favorites. They really should be. I mean, they should win that game. And I don't want to be this whole, the Eagles are for sure going to win, but come on, the Eagles should for sure beat the Houston Texans. That would go ahead and get them to 8-0 and almost nearly lock up a playoff spot. It won't officially do it, but you get to 9 wins, and you're basically guaranteed a playoff spot, especially in the very, very bad NFC conference this year. So, or I should say the NFC in general. Then you'll get the Commanders, who are pesky right now on Monday night. No Carson Wentz in that one, but you have a little mini bye almost, because you get 10 days plus 1 because you play Thursday and then the Sunday off and then Monday, so that's good news. Colts defense will be an interesting challenge. Packers on Sunday night is going to be a really great time to show the national media again how great Philadelphia is. Could probably very easily still be undefeated there. And then you're going to have this interesting stretch, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games where you're going to play a good Tennessee defense. You'll play the Giants twice. You'll play the Cowboys, the Saints, and the Bears. I do think Philadelphia will lose this year. I do not think they're going to be undefeated. I don't think they're going to have a perfect season. And now, I'm fine with it. I would love it, but they will lose eventually. Whether you lose the Titan game after a very emotional Packer win, you lose the Packer game, you lose a Giant game or a Cowboy game, I don't know. But you go through this schedule. Are there 5 losses left on this schedule? I don't see it, and that would get you to 12 wins. So you're looking at 13, 14, 15. It's fun. It's a fun time to be in Philadelphia. That's all you can say. What do you want me to say? It's a fun time to be in Philadelphia. Again, the division is playing very, very good football right now. Dallas's offense played well. Their defense wasn't too great today. But Philadelphia is... I mean, they're serious. They are, we knew that, but I don't know. I run out of things to say about how excited I am about the Philadelphia Eagles right now. It's just fun. Let's hope and pray Jordan Davis is going to be okay. I'll have an update on that tomorrow, hopefully, on the Monday edition of the Thomas Mott Show. I expect an MRI for him early Monday morning. We'll have a full update on that one. We'll also get into, of course, the rest of the week, was it 7, 8? I know what week it is now. Week 8 games on the Monday edition of the Thomas Mott Show, into some of the other national storylines, including what happened with the rest of the National Football League. So so stay tuned for that. Thumbs up for another Eagles win. They stay undefeated. For Thomas Mott, this is the Thomas Mott Show.